Okay. So when we will talk about the SAS is stand for Statistical Analysis System. It is the company name as well as the software name. It's developed in 1970 at North Carolina State University. When it's developed for agriculture field experiment analysis purpose. Later on, what happened? Other people also understand the utility of the SAS and they also adopt the SAS. So now we are using the SAS for many domains like automotives, communication, education, banking, finance, government, health insurance, healthcare, hospitality, multiple domains we are using the SAS. So in all the domain we have the data and we have to analyze the data. So for that we are using the software called SAS. So though we are using the SAS for multiple domain, but widely we are using the SAS for the um, finance, it's banking or the insurance, retail or the life science. Life science is the clinical SAS. Now, based on the problem of the um, particular domain, we are providing the solution. So you can see if I will talk about the finance or insurance, mostly we are working on the credit card fraud management. Okay. Then clinical, we have clinical intelligence, business intelligence, and if we will talk about IT management, risk management, supply chain intelligence. So these are the different name of the solution which we are providing based on the problem of the client. Now, yeah, tell me. Call R. R also the statistical tool, but R is the open source, that is the good thing, but the coding is quite hectic. It is everything you have to write, and it is low level programming. SAS is the high level programming. So here things are more structured and defined way. So writing the code in the SAS is more easier, understandable rather than the R. Now SAS is the data warehousing technology. What is the data warehousing? Data warehousing is the concept. In this concept, we are dealing with the huge data. Okay, so we are fetching the data from different databases, make all the data into the standard format, and convert that data into report or graphs. So here, this is the concept. Is the concept name is data warehousing. Many tools are following the concept of data warehousing. So tools are Business Object, Cognos, Informatica, MicroStrategies, lot many tools are there. So the best thing in all the tool is the tools who are belonging to data warehousing technology, they are dealing with the huge data. Okay. So like some other tool like Excel also very good tool, but problem with the Excel, the holding capacity of the data, it can hold 65,500, and if you will go for new version it's 10 lakhs. But when we are working on the analysis, we have crores of data. How much data we will analyze, that much appropriate result we can get. So for that we need a tool where who can hold the huge data, and using that huge data we can analyze and get the result. Now we will come to the SAS. SAS is also the tool of data warehousing. So in SAS also we can hold the huge data. SAS is the ETL tool. Actually, we have three basic features of the SAS which will make SAS more famous in the market. SAS is the ETL tool. ETL means extract, transfer and load. Extracting the data from different databases, transfer it and load into the software. Okay, it's called ETL. So my data is coming from the different databases. These are the different databases: Oracle, Notepad, CSV, Excel. Databases are the combination of tables, and tables are the combination of rows. So we are fetching the data from different databases and create the SAS file. So that process called ETL, extract, transfer and load. Then it is the reporting tool as well. Using the SAS, we can generate the report. It is forecasting tool also. Forecasting means the prediction, what next, weather forecasting, material forecasting. We are doing the forecasting. So for the forecasting, we are using the statistical methods, and SAS is the forecasting tool. So using the SAS, we can do the forecasting as well. Okay, so that three features make SAS more famous into the market. Okay. Now SAS is the platform independent language. Platform independent means we can install the SAS in any operating system. It can be Linux, Unix, Windows, any of the operating system. And now it's a powerful tool for various business needs. What is the business needed? My client is coming with the huge data. To see the data, my client cannot take any decision because it's a huge data tables. So for the decision making, they want consolidated and analyzed data. So for the consolidating and analyzing purpose, we are using SAS. So after analyzing, we are getting the result, and that result is the statistical based result. We have different tools, some are the SQL, some this and that. So every tool have their own specialty. SAS specialty is the statistical output. Suppose mean mode is median standard deviation, you have to do it. So in the SAS, you no need to write the multiple formula. We have different procedures, by that we can perform all the tasks. Okay. We can use SAS for the application development, business solution and the analytics purpose. We are using SAS for data warehousing and mining, reporting purpose, data analysis purpose, statistical analysis purpose, econometrics and forecasting purpose. So these are the different purpose we are using SAS. Okay. SAS architecture. Here what we are doing, we are reading the raw data from the raw file. Raw file can be Notepad file, RDBMS, Relational Database Management System, ERP, Enterprise Resource Planning or Legacy. So my raw data can come from anywhere. So we can fetch the data from raw file, convert that data into SAS file, validate the data, then clean the data, then analyze the data, manipulate the data, then analyze the data. After analysis, analyze the data, we convert the data into report and graph, that is the information format. So we are converting raw data into information format using the SAS. That information my end user is using for the decision making purpose. Now, basic functionality of the SAS. Basically, I have four phases: access phase, manage phase, analyze phase, and present phase. In the access phase, we are accessing the data from different databases and create the SAS file. Once my SAS file is created off, then we have to validate the data. My data is correct or is there any irregularity? So in the manage phase, we will validate data, clean data, and the not analyze, manipulate the data. Suppose here in the access phase, I am getting the base salary. So we do have the base salary. Based on the base salary, I want to calculate HRA, LTA, and the gross salary. So here in the manage phase, I will write some formula. What is the HRA? 10% of the base salary is the HRA, 5% of the base salary is LTA, and gross salary is HRA plus LTA plus base salary. So in the manage phase, we will do all the manipulation and complete my data. Once my data is completed off, then we will go for the analyze phase. In the analyze phase, we have different procedure to analysis. We will use that procedure and we will analyze the data. Then we will present the data either report or graph format. So this is the basic flow of the data inside the SAS. Now when we will come to the software, so this is my software. Will come in, first it will come as a SAS data set. After that we can convert into Excel, Access, or PDF or HTML or any format.
Right.
Okay. So here we will start writing the code. When we start writing the code, how we are communicating with each other? You understand English, I understand English, and we are communicating, right? Same way, if I want to communicate with SAS, so I should know the SAS language, because SAS cannot understand my language, so I should understand SAS language. SAS has some keywords, so we have to understand the keywords. First keyword is data. After data, whatever file name I will write, that is the target file name, or we can say output. After data, whatever name I will give, this is the name of the output file. After that, I will give another keyword called set. Because I am creating the output file or target file, somewhere my source data should come, right? So here I will give the reference of input file. What is my source data? Here I can define some conditions. So if here conditions and run. Run means.
What about the? So how does the SAS know where to look for? What does it?
Yeah, this is just a syntax.
Input location.
Yeah, this is just a syntax. Now we will start working on that. So first I will give data. I want to create one file called female. Then where is my source data should come?
So you provide the full path, whatever it is, server or the local?
Depends on the source file, how the source files are coming. If your source file is the SAS dataset, so how to read the SAS dataset? Suppose from the library I have one file called SAS-help. Inside this SAS-help file, I have one file called class. Okay, I want to use that file. That is the SAS file, and from this file I want to fetch only females data. Okay, so what I have to do, because it is available in one of my library, I will first give the library reference, then the file reference. Okay, so I'm telling
that is the library reference. SAS-help.
SAS-help is the library reference. So whenever I will give, it will go to libraries. Okay.
But how do is that a standard command or?
When we are giving the set, set means the source data. From where source data is coming? If I will give the structure library name dot file name, whatever the first name is there, always this is the library name. Okay, so SAS will go to library and check. We do have this library, SAS-help library. Yes, we do have the SAS-help library. Then it will open the library. In that library, whatever the file which I want to read it, so it will search the file class. Okay, so it will read the data from the class file and create a new file called female. Okay.
Right.
If it is the text file or Excel file, or it is available anywhere else, then we have different method. If my SAS file itself is available in another share folder, so first I have to define the library. Okay, so that
Okay.
techniques I will let you know, how to define the library, then how to fetch the data from the particular library, how to save the data in the libraries and all that we will discuss later. Okay,
Okay. Okay. Fine. Thank you. Yeah. Thank
so here I will give set library and dot file name, and here I will give the if condition. What is the if condition? Because I want the female student, so I will give column name equal to F. F is
you.
the female, and run. So when I will run with this, I will get a new file called female in the work library. Work library is the default library. Whatever you will create, by default it will come and sit into work library. So here in the
Okay.
female you can see, because I ask only females are coming.
Mm.
If I
Yeah.
will call only males, then here
Yeah.
I will give the condition M.
Mm-hmm.
Suppose I forget the semicolon here and I will run it.
Yeah.
I'm expecting my mail file, but my mail file is not coming. I have no idea what is the problem. So I will go to log window. Log window is the window which will tell about the problem and issues. So here it is
Yeah.
showing your data step have missing semicolon. Fine, I understand. I will give the semicolon here. I just increase the font.
Right. I see it.
Okay, and I will create the next file called mail. So mail file have all the mail data is available. Okay, so this is the manipulation of the data. Okay, fetching the data, filtering the data. If I want to create a new column, I can create the column. Now
Mm.
analysis of the data. So when we are working on the SES, we are working on the two step, data step and proc step. Data step for the manipulation, validation, cleaning, all the stuff. Analysis proc is the short form of the procedure and it's for analysis purpose. So I will write proc. Proc is the short form. Now in my global directory already I have some procedures are available, so I have to call the procedure. So I will call the procedure means. Proc mean data equal to. Suppose I will give seshelp dot class, and here I will run it. So here what is my requirement is, in the seshelp.class file, what are the numerical type of variables are there. I want to see all the maximum value, minimum value, standard
Mm-hmm.
deviation of the value, and count of the value. So I will give proc mean data equal to seshelp.class and I will run it. In the class file, I have three numerical type of value: age, height, and weight. Automatically, I will get n means the count, mean means the average, standard deviation, minimum, and maximum. Okay. So
So you just look.
for mean, though I write proc mean, this is for all descriptive statistic. Suppose you want
Okay.
median
Mm.
and range, maximum, minimum, like this, and you can run it.
You just add it. Okay.
Yeah. So you can see whatever you want, it will come. So that is the beauty of SAS. You can use the procedure without doing anything. You can get all the results. Okay. Suppose you want to see the frequency of the columns. So for the frequency of the column, what you need to do? You have to give the proc fric data equal to seshelp dot class and run. So and when I will run this one. So you can
Okay.
see I'm getting frequency, percentage,
So
cumulative
what is
frequency.
this
Yeah.
frequency?
So suppose male and
Frequency is
female.
number of
Yeah, number of
number of
occurrence.
occurrences.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many time males are coming, how many time females are coming, how many people belonging to a 11 year, how many 12 year, like that. This is the number of
Mm.
time occurrence of the data. So like the field, if you want a particular field, then you have to give the table. Table, suppose I want to see only age. And first I will,
So even the
here
right
table means the keyword, and here I'm asking for the age. Age is the column name,
field. Yeah. Yeah.
and I will run this one. So it will give the frequency of the column only.
Mm. Got it. Okay.
Okay, so that also we can do.
Mm. Yeah.
So like proc compare, you worked on proc compare, and what are procedure you that we have different procedure. All the procedures are responsible for one another analysis. So every procedure have different options as well. So when we will, I will take the class, I will define the different option, how to work on different option, how to create the file, how to analyze the data, how to project your output to the client. Everything will be including. So in our training, first data step for the manipulation purpose, whatever the requirement is there, that we will complete. After that, analysis we will complete. So first data step I will complete. All the
Okay.
loops, we have different conditions, loops, merging,
Mm.
accumulation, lot many techniques are there. So in the data step I will complete everything. After that, proc, so we
Okay.
have proc mean, proc report, proc tabulate, proc uh, um, transpose, proc rank, lot many procs are there. So I will cover the procs in the second step. First manipulating the data, then the procedures. So in that way we can go for. So our base SAS certification here, when we will
8:30 Eastern.
yeah, my 7 complete the manipulating of the data. So all the technique, merging, looping, everything we will complete. Then analysis of the data like proc print, proc format, different procedure. Then I will take the advances with the proc SQL and macros. Here some more topics are there like proc tabulate, proc range, different topics, procedures, small procedures also there. That also I will cover it. So in that way our course will go. So I will give you the course material like this. Then I will explain everything on the software. Then daily basis I will provide you the assignments. So in that way our training will go. And